some comments about the mad science ratios homework. We talked about number one in a previous video, focusing on how you could do this three different ways: with unit rates, with a proportion, or with unit analysis. I want to do more unit analysis things now. So see the previous video from the Wednesday study session if you wanted the contrast of the three. Problem 3, we also did, but didn't have a good recording. And the point for this one was that we have to get rid of two different kinds of things. One is we wanted to change the seconds into hours, sort of dealing with time units. And then we have a rate specific to this situation, that the vehicle is going 85 miles per hour. And that lets us go from time to distance. And then we have to make the distance into feet. So that's kind of weird. We won't see that often. Usually you will deal with time issues and then be done with time, and distance issues and be done with distance, and so on, to sort of mix up two very different dimensions of measurement is kind of unique in this problem. Number 4 has a different lesson. Number 8 has a different lesson. When I did this one, I noticed that I am going to take the 2 times 8 to be 16 and leave it separate, not do the times 3. I could do 16 times 3. There's nothing wrong with that. But I already know from my kitchen experience that 3 teaspoons is the same as 1 tablespoon. So I don't want to hide that. I just want this to become tablespoons. I can write over it 1 tablespoon. And also 16 tablespoons is a cup. I know that from my kitchen experience. So my overall answer is a cup. And if I had multiplied 16 times 3, it would not be as easy to see that. The students asked for, they turned in codes, had 5, 9, and 10, the ones that they needed to redo. So I want to set this up, but not finish it, just to work on the steps. So in this one, the situational specific thing is $20 an hour. That's not necessarily what I'm looking for in this situation. That's a generic rate. So I'll put it over here, 20, and I'll put the dollars on the other side. $20 in an hour. That looks like a rate I will stick onto the thing, not what I start with. 12 hours a week, same thing. That's a rate. Might not be what we start with. And each month has 4 weeks. 1 month has 4 weeks. I'm noticing something as I write this, but I'm not assuming you would. So there we go. And then 9 months. So that's kind of what we're starting with. The 9 months is the thing that's not part of a rate. It's just sort of our big time frame. So I will start with that. She has 9 months that she works. It's not a fraction, so I put it over 1. And now I'm wondering which of these are going to fit with months. Only one of them has months in it. And what I had noticed was that I need to flip that one upside down. So 4 weeks becomes 1 month. So my months will cancel, 1 on top, 1 on bottom. So this one needs flipping, and that's okay. Sometimes when you write these rates, you have to flip them. Okay, I am not to money. I want to get to money. So I need to keep going. I can take this 12 hours per week, just copy it over there. And that gets me out of weeks and into hours. I'm almost there. Then I will take the $20 per hour and make a copy of it. The hours will cancel. And now I'm finally to money. So on top, I have 9 times 4 times 12 times 20. On the bottom, I just have a bunch of ones. You could write that or not as you see fit. And then we have dollars. So I'm not going to quite finish, but you can figure out how many dollars that is. So my general process again was to go through reading things. Anything that was a rate, I keep track of it as a rate. And then there'll usually be something that's a starting place or something that's not a rate. That's kind of the broad description of the situation. And that's what we start with, and we attach the rates onto it. Let's look at number 9 with the same type of thing. 10-gallon gas tank. That sounds like something that's not a rate. So I'm going to put some rates over here. 24 miles per 1 gallon. Then 50 miles, 10 gallons. So it looks like it's 10 gallons per 1 tank. And what I'm starting with is a quarter tank. So 0.25 of a tank. That's my very situation specific thing. So that's not a fraction. So I put it over 1. Do I have the rates I need? Yes, I can get out of tanks and go into gallons, copying that one. And I can get out of gallons and go into miles. I will leave it up to you to see if my answer is bigger than 50 or if our driver is in a lot of trouble. Luke smokes 3/4 of a pack of cigarettes per day. That looks like it's not a rate. That's probably what we're starting with. Actually, it is a rate, pack per 1 day. But that's also very situational. So each pack costs $5.60. And then we also know 1 year has 365 days. So I will leave it up to you to finish this one. I've purposefully made it where one of these is going to work great and the other one will need flipping over, but you can put it together the right way and it will come out with dollars because we want to know how much he will spend. So put those right here and right here and then find out what the answer is.